Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Jared Goff's Rams. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Last year's #1 overall pick, here he comes. He'll be leading them and looking for an improvement in year 2, Jared Goff.
Didn't play in a traditional pro-style offense in college. In fact, at Cal, he played in what they call the Bear Raid. Threw it around a whole bunch. 96 touchdown passes in 3 seasons. This guy took the ball from game 1 as a true freshman and never missed a start. So he has a great amount of toughness as well as the ability to throw the big-time ball downfield.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
On first down, it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I think the Los Angeles Rams will utilize 2017, as many do when playing the Madden game, by hitting the reset button. They were last in the league in offense, last in league in scoring in 2016, but they'll build and move forward with a young quarterback, Jared Goff, and a top returning running back in Todd Gurley.
Third and long. It's Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
now, we will not get another play as time will run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. We're back to Southern California right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Now Goff on first down. No gain, and it's second down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Gun, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now, because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Russell Wilson leading them out there, 6-year quarterback who finished his college ball, of course, as a Wisconsin Badger.
One of the more cerebral quarterbacks in the NFL. Analyzes situations, watches a ton of tape, adapts his game to whatever is presented in front of him. And despite the fact he's been in the league for 6 years, the future still bright for Russell Wilson.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Rams and the Seahawks haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, it's Wagner who will get the sack here. This goes for a loss of 9. Rams have it later on the drive. Goff able to hook up with his rookie wideout, Cooper Kupp. And he'll be tackled at the 36-yard line. Rams now later on the drive. Goff's gonna find his mark, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back out west to Los Angeles as we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On first down, it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cliff Averill coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. This to make it a 2-score game. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that can turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And out now come the Seahawks. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Rawls. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. On the ground, Rawls. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Thomas Rawls who finishes it off with a touchdown run. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
First down, this is Rawls. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Connor Barwin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. A running play for Rawls. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Wilson now off the bootleg. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They'll try to run with Rawls. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They come out here in the I. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Rawls. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.